One Who Unites Heaven and Earth. The Autobiography of Masahisa Goi. Written by Masahisa Goi. Preface. A human being is a small universe. I remember hearing these words from someone when I was a small boy, and now I can really nod in agreement with them. It is indeed true that the universe reflects its principles through the paths that we human beings are walking along. But the question is, does our way of living express the universal heart in a true or a distorted manner? The answer depends on whether our steps are true or false, beautiful or ugly. And so, as we each walk along our own path in life, it makes a big difference whether we live only as physical beings, or as spiritual beings as well. This is what determines the beauty or the ugliness in a human being's way of living. In this book, I write about my own spiritual journey, just the way it unfolded. And in looking back on these events, I find that I was a person who could not help but place greater emphasis on the spiritual than on the physical side of life. Indeed, it would not have been possible for me to live in any other way. Through my own real experience, I became clearly aware that the physical body is one of the vessels of the spirit. I realized that a human being is essentially spirit, and that the spirit works within the physical body via our thought vibrations and our physical elements combined. I realized, too, that the spirit, our true being, is divine life itself, acting in accordance with the movement of the great universal life, or universal God. Through my own experience, I also recognized that from second to second and moment to moment, each human being exerts an influence on the vast universe. Words cannot begin to describe the importance of one human being's existence. I also came to know that this human world can turn into either a heaven or a hell, depending on the beliefs that human beings live by. When we live believing that humans are material existences and nothing else, we cause a world of hell to take shape around us. And when we live believing that our physical being is a workplace for God and Spirit, we cause heaven to manifest itself on earth. Truth, goodness, and beauty do not spring from the physical body. Rather, these qualities find expression in the body when the soul approaches closer to God and acquires a deeper love for humanity. I would not encourage others to take the road that I have traveled, for each person has his or her own individual path in life. My wish is for each person to live with dignity in the way that suits them best, and to progress along their own path without losing their way, always praying to the inner divine self. The title of this book, One Who Unites Heaven and Earth, came about through my spiritual experience of uniting my divine, heavenly self with my physical, earthly consciousness. It is my hope that, in reading this book, even a few more people may recognize that, by nature, all human beings are able to do the same. Forms naturally appear and disappear. in the world around me. I simply remain in crystalline quietness. My body is in this world, but my life is joined with the infinite, shining on heaven and earth. Masahisa Goi, June 1955.